Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to season 2 of the Disrespectful Truth Podcast. We are back after a 2-year hiatus. It is I, DJ Dyzell. Next to me is the Trump troll, and next to him is JTM Josh the man. Thank y'all for all your prayers, your questions, your DMs, your messages saying when the podcast is coming back. Well, we are officially back and better than ever here inside the Dyzell estate. Now, my brothers, how y'all been doing? We're going to start with Josh because he looks sad.
Dude, do we have to tell them how long we've been out?
Yes.
It's been a minute.
Yes. We have to tell them how long we've been. They want to know the truth, Josh. The disrespectful truth. But how you doing over there, brother?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm good, man.
All right. He want to lie. Chancellor, what's going on, man? How you been? Tell everybody what's been going on with you, from the health scares to going viral to just let the people know what's going on.
Well, before we get started, I have a couple shout outs I want to give to some of the fans out there. First of all, I want to give a shout out to It's On Site magazine, which is ran by Raw Ali, the thief, that stole our content and posted it on her social media and then blocked me out of it so I couldn't respond and defend myself to some of the comments. Next, I want to give a very big shout out to Grammy Award winning rap artist Plies for also reposting us and getting almost over 3 million views. Thank you, my brother. And last but not least, the biggest shout out of all to one of the original kings of comedy, Mr. 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐄𝐕𝐀𝐍𝐓. We really appreciate your support. Thank you for reposting us on your feed. And we are very, very, very grateful that you are here with the Disrespectful Truth Podcast. And all of our fans out there, we appreciate y'all hate and your love at the same time. But we are back with season 2 and everything has been good with me. I had a small health scare last year.
You almost died.
He almost died. It wasn't small at all.
Bad pneumonia, but I'm over it. No COVID, so we back here right now.
Well, fellas, it's good to hear from y'all. It's good to see y'all. A lot of things have happened in the past. Josh told me not to tell y'all how long, so a lot of things have happened. So we're going to get into it. Right now, there's a lot going on in the world, from pop culture to Iran and Israel. We're not going to get into all of that, but we are going to talk about some of these pop culture things. Mainly the number one thing that's on everybody's mind, the Diddy trial. So, I mean, I've been following it pretty closely, the testimonies. I think they rested, and I think today they dropped some of his charges or something like that. I'm not sure. So I want to ask Chance, because, you know, he is a Sean Diddy Combs advocate.
Yes.
How are you feeling about how the trial is looking, or the trial overall, testimony, everything you've seen and heard?
Well, I wasn't really keeping up with all of the details of the trial, but certain things that they were bringing to the light, I just thought were very not necessary. Like the escort man, I forgot what they call him.
Escort, you can say escort.
The escort man that gave his testimony and what they was doing there. And then you had Cassie and just a bunch of irrelevant people that I thought that were not needed as far as what the FBI had as far as convicting him.
Well, what I think they were trying to accomplish was they were trying to paint Diddy in a certain light, to say he was this sexual deviant who was controlling people and threatening people and doing all these things and using his power to control and manipulate these individuals. But the way the testimony was being given, it appears to me, from what I could understand, that a lot of this stuff was consensual in nature. And from what I read, it was like majority of the time Diddy wasn't even directly involved in the sexual activity. He was in the corner doing whatever he was doing. So I see a lot of social media back and forth with women who've been, you know, abused and things like that, saying, oh, he's a monster. Y'all talking about how could you stay? You've never been in a situation like that. I understand where y'all coming from, but I feel like as an adult, when you step into a situation with somebody with the aura or whatever, like Sean Diddy Combs, you kind of know what you're going to get into. Like, I've never been to a Diddy party or to a Hollywood party for that matter, but I know people that have, and you're warned about what's going to happen. So if you choose to stay, obviously that's what you wanted.
They had a charge for arson on there. What was that about?
I mean, because he blew up Playboy Cardi's car or something like that. So that, like, it's a lot. It was a lot going on, man. A lot. Josh, you want to weigh in on that?
No. I don't know. I think this whole Diddy thing is the hugest distraction known to man. I think something's going on in the background that we're missing. But
it's possible.
Yeah, but if you do want to chime in on this, I think Diddy's either completely innocent or he's the most diabolical man known on the planet. Like,
or he could be both, Josh, because I believe he's innocent of what they're trying to charge him for. They haven't proved racketeering. They haven't proved any of the criminal charges. Now, is he a sexual deviant and needs some help? He definitely need a doctor he need to talk to. But like all the things that are illegal about the situation that they said he was doing, the selling of drugs and weapons and sex, they haven't proven that.
Right. That's my whole argument.
And that's
from what I've seen online. Didn't he get the charges dropped on a lot of stuff just
today.
recently?
That happened today.
That was today.
Yeah, a lot of the charges were dropped. So right there, that shows like, okay, we thought we had a rock solid case. We thought we was gonna be able to get these charges placed on him. They did, but it's not sticking. So now they got to drop the charges, which is like. What like did y'all not have a game plan? Like, I mean, you go after somebody that big, you would think that they had.
Dude, he could be like the real life Lucius Lyon or Lex Luthor.
It's hey,
and that's what I'm gonna say. That's probably where a lot of charges got dropped. Maybe a lot of people got paid off, or
I wouldn't be surprised.
This man wasn't he reading a book in the courtroom?
Yes.
Positive thinking or something like that.
Yes, he was.
He thanked the judge, and it's like he the man know he ain't gonna be touched. Look, man, I ain't gonna speak on Diddy. I ain't got nothing to say about it. I don't need this man coming after me. I'm good. I don't want to suddenly catch pneumonia.
So with that being said, we're gonna change. We're gonna change directions. So me and Chance have been talking about this for a while. This whole Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez situation. I've been saying Tory was innocent. That's just my opinion because the evidence that was presented. A dummy could see that he didn't shoot her. So now all this new circumstantial evidence is coming out, and Kelsey saying, they saying it was Kelsey, and then a eyewitness said that it was a woman who fired the gun. It wasn't a male. So y'all, let's get into it. How y'all boys feel about that? Because
I want to know, like, for the Meg Thee Stallion fans, how y'all gonna view her now?
Bro, like, she's a liar.
But does that matter? Is anything going to change? Because let Tory been proven that he did this. I bet a lot of people would have jumped on the wagon of, oh man, he ain't nothing.
They already did. They had wrote him off. They said he was all of that.
So are they going to do that to Meg Thee Stallion?
Heck no.
Exactly.
They're not going to do that. You already know that.
But I mean, once he does get acquitted, or not acquitted, once his sentence is overturned, then Megan Thee Stallion needs to go to jail for perjury.
That's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen because
it is what it is.
She and Kelsey and Tory were all inebriated. So you can have a gun and shoot me, but I'm so drunk out my mind, I hear Tory's voice, and I think it's like the way they made it seem was that's what she thought. But she said she don't know. She really in her testimony, she was like, I don't know who shoot me, but I feel like whatever.
At the end of the day,
she did lie and say Tory said dance, bitch, dance. So
at the end
that's
of the day,
the part that threw me off. I'm like,
at the end of the day, it's simplified. Don't make it complicated. She's too big for something like this to happen for her.
Yeah, like Diddy.
She's too big. As you can see, what's happening with Diddy, he's too big for all this to come down on him. I'm sorry. Like when that man got these charges dropped, he's over here reading books in court. I'm like, oh, he confident. He good. He confident.
Man, when you got the type of money he has, I'd be confident too. And I'm just being honest. It's just that it's crazy how, people really drug Tory through the mud, and to find out that he actually innocent, or that's what she even put a post on her Twitter and Instagram saying, "Oh, I told y'all this man shot me." Okay, well, now we see that's not true, and it's crazy. So that's enough about pop culture. We're gonna jump into the first relationship topic, and this topic came directly from the Trump troll himself, and the topic is the false sense of relationships. Why do people place themselves in relationships knowing they are prone to cheat? It's your question, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and start it off, my brother.
There are a lot of people in the world that have fantasies that they know that certain people cannot fulfill. I'm gonna use, a random situation. Somebody that likes threesomes. You meet somebody and you know that you like threesomes and this person does not like threesomes, but you put that to the side and still continue to be with them, knowing that that's a fantasy that they cannot fulfill, and you know that that's something that you want to do, why do you continue to waste their time and to get them all emotionally involved with you, your children, your family, knowing that you want to do other things that they can't do for you?
Well, let me ask you this question. Just because somebody wants to do something, does that mean they should? Just because you have a fantasy about something, does that necessarily mean you have to make that fantasy come true? Especially if you're with somebody that you care about, you're willing to put aside the fantasy that you want for being with them. Is that not an even exchange sometimes?
They will be lying to themselves, and that's why they cheat.
Okay. I mean, I don't think that's the reason why people cheat. Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with the fantasy. I just think it has to do with that person. They're just not honest.
But then later down the line in the relationship, they're going to keep asking. Or they're going to slide it in when they think you're comfortable enough with them.
Okay,
if you've been together long enough to say, can we try it now? Can we try it now?
I mean,
and they will never let it go.
I mean, I've heard of situations where certain people are used to doing things a certain way, then they get with someone and that person isn't necessarily, equipped to do things in that manner, and it does go south. But I feel like there are some people that actually genuinely will put a fantasy or a certain thing they want to do aside for somebody they really love. I truly believe that. But there's also two sides to a coin. Josh, what about you? What you think?
That's a loaded question, man. That's a lot of there's a lot of paths. There's a lot of
let's get into it.
There's a lot of things that can come with that. There's no general way to answer that. It's just different strokes for different folks, man. Like, people can get into a relationship because of their surroundings. They can get into relationships because of pressure, social, worldly, spiritually. They can do all these things for so many reasons, get into a relationship. Or the other person, they could be putting themselves aside for the other person. Well, this person really wants a relationship, so I'll jump into a relationship to please them.
So how would you feel if you married someone and then afterwards they expressed to you a fantasy that they wanted to do but never mentioned it before?
A fantasy that's going to affect the relationship?
Yeah.
I would be upset. That's definitely something.
Right. That's what I'm talking about.
But why would you be upset?
Because that's definitely something that you should have told me before we done got this far. Like, we shouldn't be married, and this was something that was defining for you in the relationship. Like, if we don't have a threesome, you're not going to be happy in the relationship. That's why I'm asking that question. Like, is it relationship? Is it a deal breaker for them? And if it is, that's not fair. You should have said something. And now we're here, and now I'm going to feel like I got manipulated. Like, a lot
of y'all do that.
Ain't no like I have to. Like
they do it all the time. They wait 2, 3, 5 years, and then all of a sudden, the girl want to put the dildo on and do the man, and it's like, where you saw that at?
Where that came from?
I've always wanted to try this. Well, I don't want to try that. I want to try it, and if we don't try it, then I'm gonna have an issue. What you mean you have an issue?
Right. That's not how that goes.
Nah, you into that.
It goes down. It all boils down to communication and transparency with somebody. Instead of people just saying what it is that they want and being honest, a lot of people pretend or hide because they feel like what a person wants to hear will get you further with them, when that's not true at all. I feel like if you tell the truth up front, you know what you get, and that way, if down the line it comes up like, hey, I told you this is what I was on. Hey, I told you this is what I have going on, or this is what I like. So you can't get upset with me. But when you hide it and then it come out later, I can see how I would feel betrayed too. Like, wait, what you mean?
What's funny is what you just touched base on. What's funny is the ability to lie about it is what we naturally go to because it feels easier.
Oh, it doesn't feel easier. It is.
It's easier. So I think, and it should be the reverse. We should be being true to oneself, just for the simple fact that you can filter out naturally who you need to be with and who needs to be with you. And that's crazy how we don't revert to that first, where it's like, let me be me, truly me. And if this person accepts me for me, that's the one. And if they don't, that ain't the one, and that's okay. I think people have a hard time letting go of, okay, well, let me go ahead and try to be somebody else just in order to be with this particular person. And it just, it's fear and it sucks. But I think that's what people naturally gravitate to.
Yeah, people definitely are going to gravitate to what's easier. I think we've all fell victim to taking the easy way out in whatever situation that may be placed in front of us. But I feel like because of all the gender wars and things that's going on, our best bet is to just be honest. I think honesty is the best policy. If you're not into something, say you're not into it. If you into something, say that you into it. Let the person who you with know what's going on so they're not blindsided or taken by surprise by something that you might want to do. If you a dude or a woman that like to do threesomes, well, you need to let that be known before you lay down with somebody and get into a serious situation with them. So they'll know, okay, well, you might be wanting to invite somebody into our bedroom. If you okay with that, you okay with that. If you not, then, you know, that
I just want to let that be known. They're just using it as an example, but it could be any situation that's detrimental to your relationship.
And sometimes it can also backfire.
Yeah, because you got situations where you say you want to have a threesome. Let's take a man and two women, and the woman wants to do a threesome. You invite the other woman in, and now you watching your man satisfy another woman
better than you
do. But she's better than you. Feel like she's satisfying your man better than you satisfy him, and now you got a whole situation. And that's what your fantasy.
Now you mad.
Look, man. Different strokes for different folks. If you like it, I love it. But at the end of the day, you got to be transparent. You got to let people know what it is you want to do and how it is you want to do things. And that's just the simple fact of the matter. So that's my stance on it with the whole. Why I don't understand why people do that. I'm very, very honest with my wife about things that I want to do, things that I don't want to do. Like, I don't know how to lie about that type of stuff. Even though lying is easier, but what sense does it make? It makes none. To me.
I don't know if y'all caught that, but the last time that we was on this podcast, that man was not saying that. And he's saying that now. He said, I'm be honest with my wife.
Oh.
Yeah.
First of all, we've been gone a little while.
Yeah.
So
he wasn't married.
I wasn't married then. I'm married now.
Yeah. He just tried to bypass that.
So you just gonna throw me under the bus?
You
like
threw yourself
that.
under the bus.
Why?
You said I'm gonna be honest with my wife, and I'm like, oh, I guess we here. You done dropped the wife bomb.
You can't miss it. Listen, for those of y'all that don't know, yes, I am married. I've been married since last year, September.
Hey,
to my beautiful wife, Latoya. And it's been ups and downs, rounds and rounds, but we make it work. We communicate. We're a great team. We were best friends before we got married, and we kind of didn't even date. We just jumped into doing adult things, and then we ended up married. But that's an episode for another day. We're not here to talk about that. So this is what we're going to pivot to. Shout out to the Pivot Podcast, Channing. Oh my God. Channing Crowder, Fred Taylor, and Ryan Clark, one of my favorite podcasts to watch. But we're going to pivot to another topic that Chancellor brought to the table when we were having our discussion.
Chancellor, you're on fire, bro.
Just a little bit.
He wants to talk about, can men truly be monogamous? Is that a natural thing? Is that a real thing? Or is toxic masculinity just a byproduct of serial monogamy? Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's a lot. Wait, what?
Say that again in regular English.
Okay,
Please.
So basically, is a man committing himself to one woman a natural thing? Is that natural for us to do that? Or is that something that we've been taught and something that's been presented to us that we've accepted? But is it natural for a man to want just one woman, especially when we have billions of sperm?
We also have billions of distractions.
Hold on. No. When you say natural, are we talking about instinctual?
I'm talking about do you feel like naturally you should only be with one woman? Like, you're as a human being, do you think it's natural for you to have one partner for the rest of your life?
No, one partner for the rest of your life has been taught. One partner for the rest of your life is definitely something that's saying, hey, this is the way that it needs to be. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. It's just like something like a parent is teaching a kid. So a child wants to naturally self-destruct. They always want to jump off things prematurely, or it might be too high. They can't get the depth. Like, but they had to be taught this is the way you do certain things. But dude, instinctually, naturally, that urge, we have an urge to be with more than one woman. We have an urge to turn our heads when somebody look, like, you know, when somebody walking. We have urges. Those urges is the natural. Like those urges is, yes, I'm in love with you, but I definitely want to be over here. And oh, wow, look at that over there. And oh man, wow, would you see that? And well, how did she do that? And that's the natural, that's the urge. So being with one person, we have to be taught to say, oh no, my black brother, look away. Oh no, I ain't looking at that. Oh, I ain't finna get in trouble. Nope, I'm not picking up that phone call. Nope, I'm not. That's the part that that's why we need discipline. We need self-discipline. We wouldn't need self-discipline for something that's natural. We need that discipline for something that we have to fight. We have to, oh no, let me.
So what you're saying is because it's not natural, that's why we have to exercise our discipline to keep ourselves within the confines of whatever monogamous relationship.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I got you.
And for those of you out there that do not have any discipline, if you know that you're going to be shifting between people and being over here and being over there, don't waste nobody time. Leave people alone.
Well, no, not leave them alone. Shoot your shot.
Oh yes, leave them alone.
No. Shoot your shot, but be honest, because they might be on the same wavelength with you. They might be like, yo, I'm so glad you said that because boy, I feel this way, and guess what? Y'all best friends. This is going down. Y'all good. So no, don't.
It never ends well. Listen to me when I tell you, leave people alone. They say one thing, and then emotions start to occur the more you insert yourself into their body. And now all of a sudden, because they start having emotions and all these feelings for you, they want to do more with you. They want to be around you more. They want to have sex more. And you turning them down because you're too busy trying to fulfill and fill up other people. And they don't like that.
You know, I actually like this response from Trump today. Like,
it was cool in the beginning. It's always cool in the beginning. It's always cool in the beginning.
Yeah. I think
he's not wrong,
but
man.
Everybody gets sick and tired after a while.
I really believe that
man, not wrong.
The institution of sex is just made that way. When you have sex with a person enough and you listen to what's going on, like your feelings and your emotions, you get involved. I don't understand how dudes just have sex with females that don't have no attachment to them. Like I told my wife, look, I had sex with you, I'm gonna marry you. And that's exactly what I did. Because we already had a friendship and it was already like, hey, this is like my best friend, one of my closest friends. Like if I cross that line with you, I'm not trying to go back after that. And she was one of them females that like, I trust you, so I want to fuck you type situation. And she would have been all right with that. But I wasn't all right with that.
Yeah, but I don't think there's any man that slept with a woman and don't have attachment to her. I think you can run into every single man and they have that one. That's the one. Even though they're messing around with other females, other women, they have one to that heart, bro. Like they have one in their heart. Like, oh, that's my main, that's my this, that's my that. They can be messing around with other women, but they find a ride or die. They can attach to a ride or die.
But when the ride or die gets attached to another ride or die,
what you mean, like,
and they can't have them all to themselves no more, you're too late.
What you mean? If they ride or die, get another dude or something,
right?
And what's funny is. That's when the man becomes very hypocritical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, God.
But again, that goes back to my point.
But that's a double standard. With men feel like women shouldn't do what they do. Like if I'm sleeping around,
I don't want you sleeping around.
You don't need to be sleeping around.
Yeah. No, it's
look at Neo. He got what, 3 wives?
2.
Hey, but he's honest.
It's 3.
They signed paper.
There you go.
They signed paperwork.
Hey, look, you finna be with me.
I'm finna be doing this, and this, but dude, you finna be doing that.
My dog Chico Bean, he ain't playing with y'all. Like he letting y'all know from the jump.
Hey,
I ain't trying to waste your time.
Contract. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Hey, this is how I live. You with it? Okay, cool. But your boy took it as the next level. He said, look, hey, I'm finna be with all 3 of y'all. Y'all not allowed to be outside of us. Y'all not allowed to sign here, and here. Put you on papers. I don't care what you feeling like, what your emotions is. You on papers. Like, be locking this down.
There's a lot of idiots in the world, but I mean, I guess that's fine if you like it.
I mean, listen, most people don't know what they like for real.
They don't.
Like, most people don't know themselves. Most people don't understand themselves. That's why y'all niggas need to go to therapy. Excuse my language. Y'all, people don't know themselves. Like, how can you get in a relationship with somebody and tell them what you try to figure out what they like when you don't even know what you like?
Facts.
Like, that's just human nature. Like, get to know oneself. Like, I know that sounds corny and cheesy, but it's something
it's a true saying.
It's a true saying. Get to know yourself, because if you comfortable with who you are, it's easy for you to become acquainted with somebody else, because you ain't got no work to really do on yourself. You know, okay, I know me, I know my situation. Boom, okay, let me get to know this person.
Yeah, but in general, even outside of a relationship, you know who you are, the better you can maneuver through life in general. Like, that's less stress on you. That life is going to give you regardless. That's less of everything. Like, you're confident in something. You find a safe place within yourself. So getting into a relationship, what makes that easier is you're confident within yourself. You start talking to somebody, you can know within the first couple of dates of, nah, this ain't going to work. Instead of wasting that person's time, or that person's wasting your time, and y'all got a couple kids and y'all keep doing what y'all doing, and years done pass by when it could just be a couple of dates. Like, you know what? This ain't gonna work. I know who I am, and I know I can't tolerate that, or I can't put up with that. Or if you know who you are, and that person can be that much more interesting to you. Like, oh, snap, like, you like this, you like that. I love this, I love that, because I know me, and I can deal with this. Oh, this is heaven. Like, so
in a perfect world, that would be feasible. But y'all know we live in this microwave society with social media and all the social constructs that make people just not operate on the frequencies that they should. You know, they see reality TV and all these things that
and think that that's reality
put on when it's not real.
None of it.
Prime example, the City Girls.
Thank you, Carisha, for ruining women forever.
And she ain't even like that.
Nah,
she's nowhere near like that.
She's not even like that. So, and she said, she's like, listen, I didn't think that my persona, people would take this persona and really try to live their lives
by a persona
that people don't really understand how their fame can affect
like that.
a generation of people until it happens. Like, you be like, dang. Everywhere you go, you hear people saying period and all this other stuff. And it's like, she don't even talk like that. She going home to her baby daddy or going home to her dude, and they having a whole functional relationship while you talking about you a city girl and you want somebody to buy you a bag, but you ain't never had a bag in your life, but you want somebody to buy you one. But that's a conversation for another day.
She said that?
No, it's like, it's women out here that want men to spend money on them that they can't even spend on themselves.
Yeah, but they got that from
her.
Yeah, from the
no, don't just put that on her. That's female.
A lot of female
rap culture right now in general. That's what they preach about.
As an example. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, just to wrap that topic up. So, y'all believe that monogamy is not natural, but in order to be monogamous, you have to have discipline and be astute in what it is that you're trying to do with whomever you're trying to do it with. Mm-hmm. Is that what we agreed upon?
That's just my opinion. Is it's not natural. The natural thing is what.
But why do you feel like it's not natural?
Because, well, and again, that's why I started with Mother Nature. Or I started with instinctual, because what's inside of me without nobody saying nothing to me is I want to jump bones. Like, as a man, I'm like,
facts.
Like, you don't have to, if I'm just born and I never had schooling or nothing, I know I see that, I want that. Ugh, ooh, look, ooh, ugh, ooh, ugh, ooh, yeah, ooh, ugh. Like, I want that. Like a Neanderthal, I'm just, hit you over the head, put you on my shoulder, and we going over here.
Nah, it's facts.
So that's what I meant by when you say natural. What does that mean? Natural.
I don't think it's natural, but I feel like it was incorporated for a reason, because
that's why I bring up the whole parent issue.
Trying, like, dealing with one woman is God hard enough. I don't be understanding how dudes juggle 3, 4, 5 of them. Like, what are you looking for, bro? Like, are you not fulfilled? Like, not to say anything about anybody who's in a polyamorous relationship or however you say it, multiple, like that. I'm not looking down on y'all at all, but I just don't understand how that lifestyle is. I don't know. I don't understand how you can live that lifestyle.
Maybe because on the surface, right? When you think about poly and it's one guy, 2 girls, right? And the man is being treated like a king in their minds, or in our minds, like, oh, snap. Like, I really want that. I want to be pleased by 2 women. Cool. What about the rest of it? 2 times of the months.
Mm-hmm. They cycles gonna sink. So
But
it
that's
should be
still
one time a month.
Yeah.
They're gonna have their period at the same time.
Yeah.
They live with each other. Which that's why I feel like women are not really from here. God took them from somewhere else because they bleed for a week and don't die. And then these cycles can connect and all that. Like, bro, like that don't happen with us, bro. Like women, I don't believe they're from here. I think God went in a different part of the galaxy and brought them here. But that's like I said, a conversation for another day. But I don't understand how dudes can do that. Now, when you're single, mingling and all that, by all means, hippity hop around. But to be in a relationship with two women at one time, that's a lot, bro. That's a lot.
Again, they got to be on the same accord because it's like if I'm able to take, and you also got to be, dude, you got to be getting paid, bro. Like you got to have some money.
you got to be papered up.
You got to be papered up. And it's also like, okay, if I want to go to the movies, are y'all agreed upon us going all together, or do you want your separate time with me? And if we go all the way down to if we in the bedroom, who do I snuggle with? Like, how do we do this? Because I don't want nobody feeling I don't want nobody feeling no type of way. It's a lot. It's a lot incorporated into it. So
that's annoying.
What's annoying?
You know how hot you get sleeping, and then you got 3 other people on you. Move! Y'all got to scoot over or something. Now get off me. I can't sleep like that. I know you can't sleep like that.
I listen, bro. I think about them type of things too. Like, bro, is 3 people in the bed?
No, 4 people in the bed.
Like, I understand. You get the stupid king size bed that Shaq got, and then everybody can have a. Bro, that's a lot. That's a lot of body fluids. It's a lot. It's a lot.
So you think you gonna be happily going to the couch to go to sleep,
bro? Once I start sweating, bro, like I'm finna roll off the bed and go on about my business. Like I can't. Like I understand that people like to cuddle and all that, but when you sleep, that's a you thing. Like when I close my eyes and I go off in the dream world, I ain't thinking about you. I'm trying to sleep. Now before we get there, that's something totally different. We can cuddle, hunch, whatever you want to do. But once I go to sleep, I am no longer concerned with who else is sleeping. I don't know about y'all boys. I don't know. Y'all be like, dang, I wonder if such and such is sleeping good right now.
Nah, man. I be flying through the sky like Superman. I'm good.
So
I'm saving Metropolis. In fact, don't wake me up.
That's where I'm going with that. So, I think we're gonna go ahead and call this episode, fellas. This is our we're gonna call it the return. Hopefully everyone enjoyed this episode of Disrespectful Truth Podcast. Please like, follow, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We have all our social media handles are the Disrespectful Truth Podcast. We hope to see y'all again. Holla at your boy. It's your boy DJ Dyzell, JTM, Josh the Man, and Chancellor DuPont.
DuPont.
We'll holla at y'all next time.